Dr. Zayas.
We all know, despite some of the disgusting things that Elvis Travels does and the lies that he tells, like that he's a truck driver, that that he has class, or that he's not scamming small business out of food, or that he's a badass. We know the lies he tells, But despite all that, despite him threatening women, threatening to rape Colleen Aloha, threatening to rape Tucker's wife and children, threatened to cut some woman's head off, threatened to rape some woman down in Arkansas when he was first starting out in this thing. Throughout his YouTube career, a couple days don't go by without him doing something disgusting, some degenerate behavior. The guy is just a coward and a bum that lives in a tin can. And he lives there not because that was what he chose, because he had nothing else left. His family didn't want him. The Syrian community rejected him. And so now, he goes around talking shit on the internet. And one day he'll get his channel shut down, I'm sure. That day's a-coming. He's going to slip up. People are watching and waiting. His dirty deletes. If you take his dirty deletes, and if anybody lives in Northern California, take it to YouTube headquarters and let them see it that way. And then show them which channel it come from. Maybe, they can at least take his AdSense away. But anyway, with all that going on, you'd think he doesn't have any fans, but he does. And I happen to run into one of his biggest fans ever, and he's going to tell you why he is a big fan of Elvis Travels. And so just go shut this video off, go get you some popcorn and a beer, and it won't be long, so you only get about a handful of popcorn and a couple sips of your beer, and the video will probably be over. But anyway, you just get settled in there, and let me roll this bean footage.
What are you doing?
Hello, this is Zod. I'm a common housefly. Say what you will about Elvis Travels, but for me and my 500 family members and my friends and their family members, we find Elvis Travels to be a great person to hang out with. We live in his van, the Lisa Marie. We call it our home, habitat. It's habitat for several other insects, but it's a great place. There's plenty of poop bags laying around, and us house flies, we like that poop. And I'm always cleaning myself, because walking around in that Lisa Marie, even a fly has to keep itself clean. Very unsanitary place, but a very good place for us flies, and that's why we like him so much. He's such a sloppy eater that wherever he eats gets all over the floor and the counters and the seats and the bed and wherever else he is. The entire van is just this open buffet 24 hours, for us flies. Swarma and, baba camouche, all kinds of stuff out here. Cracker, crumbs, you name it, man. It is just great. I've lived here. My great grandfather lived here. It's just generation after generation of us flies. We've never been anywhere but Elvis Travels trailer, because there was a time when Rosie cleaned the place out, and there was those were called the desperate times. There was no food, although we did fall around into the Shine Shack and were able to get some morsels. Then when everything was done, man, it didn't take but a couple days, and we were back into business. And the Walmart bags laying around half open, They just crawl up in there and lay my eggs, and hey, here comes the next generation. You know, it talked about maggots and Lisa Marie. We're kind of like his pets. You know, we kind of clean up a little bit after him, I guess. So we were kind of useful for the Lisa Marie. And we get to travel different places. I think my great-great-grandfather flew in when he was traveling across Oklahoma on his way down to Mexico, and then laid me down. Well, when he got into Arizona, that's when you know, I was born in my little maggot form. I was running around just happy as can be because, you know, we had good food back then. We just ate up, and there was a lot of Mexican food, which I really like. You know, he hasn't eaten a lot of Mexican food up here in Chicago, you know, but I like shawarmas too. There's all kinds of shawarma meat and Italian beef sandwiches, the crumbs from that. I mean, it's great to be in a van with such a sloppy eater, and you know, he's so stupid. That's what makes it good too, because he wouldn't know how to get rid of us if he wanted to. He just provides a good home for us, and I'm thankful for, you know, Elvis Travels and the Lisa Marie, and for the great home that it provides for me and my family of 500, my extended family about 4,000 or 5,000 of us. We all live in there just fine and dandy, and, you know, get fresh air and 10, 20 meals a day. You know, what can a fly ask for? I mean, you think about it. Flies eat shit and flies eat crumbs, and that's all there is in Lisa Marie. Crumbs and shit everywhere. You know, I've already got grandkids, and they're really loving it too. I mean, I'll tell you what, I would never leave this place for nothing. Other than the time I had to leave up there in California when I had to stay in the Shine Shack. It wasn't as good because he didn't poop in bags. But, you know, there still was all the crumbs on the floor in the Shine Shack. I mean, even when he cleaned it, he did such a half-assed job that we had plenty to eat even then. So, you know, that's the great thing. You know, so, yeah, I'm a big fan of Elvis Travels. I don't care what you guys say. I like his stink. I like the fact that he doesn't bathe much because it makes it feel more of a, you know, good environment for flies. I like the fact that he poops in Walmart bags and leaves them laying around. I like the fact that he eats like a slob with no class and leaves us with plenty of food to eat. So, you know, you guys say what you want about Elvis Travels, but we love him, us flies.
So yeah, I think that guy just threw a bottle at me there. That was crazy. Did you see that? I'm gonna get that guy's license plate number.